Hello learners, welcome back to my channel Shraddha's Physics. Since we have already discussed about the Hamilton's principle and the derivation from the Lagrangian equation by using the Hamilton's principle, now we will just summarize all these things, that is the Hamilton's principle and the Lagrangian equation. So if we identify the Lagrangian, so the Lagrangian can be written as L equal to, this is the function of Q1, Q2, so on up to Qn, and the derivative of this q1 dot, q2 dot, and so on up to qn dot and t. So the Lagrangian can be written as the function of the position coordinate as well as the velocity coordinate and the time. And if we identify this Lagrangian to the function, suppose if I will write f equal to f of y1, y2 and so on up to yn, and here if I will write the function that is here y1 prime, y2 prime and so on up to yn prime and x, that is here this q1 dot, if I will write in general expression, this q1 dot it represents dqn divided by dt, whereas if I will write yn prime, so this is simply dyn divided by dx. So this is the basic difference between these two, that is this q dot represents the derivative with respect to the time, but here the prime represents the derivative with respect to the space coordinate, that is x. So if let me write, if we identify the Lagrangian that is L equal to this much to the function f equal to this with the transformations, so this transformation, let me write, that is here this x changes to t, yk changes to qk, and yk prime it changes to qk dot. So this is only the transformation, that is you can see here in these two expression, that is your the Lagrangian as well as this function. You can see here this q it changes to y, this q changes to y or y changes to q, I can say, and this yk prime or this part it changes to qk dot, and here the x changes to t, that is this function how it varies with the Lagrangian. So this is like this, that is x tends to t, yk tends to qk and yk prime tends to qk prime. Then the integral that we have already discussed in our previous class, the integral that we are representing as the I that tends to s, that is I in basically Euler-Lagrangian equation, if you can remember, and in place of this I it changes to s. So then we can write this defines the action integral, So this action integral means you have to simply integrate s equal to, you have to integrate L dt, so over t1 to t2. This is the Hamilton's principal function, and also we have already derived that this Hamilton's principal function, this has the extremum value or the stationary value, and this delta s equal to, if I take the changes, that is delta s, that is equal to integration over x1, this is your L dt t1 to t2, that is equal to 0. This is the necessary condition here, you should note that the necessary condition for Hamilton's principle, that is del s to be 0. Hamilton's this is your delta of L dt, that is equal to 0. This is the necessary condition for Hamilton's principle, and is given by this necessary condition for Hamilton's principle. It is given by the Lagrangian equation of motion instead of Euler-Lagrangian equation. Instead of Euler-Lagrangian equation, that is when you will consider f the function is f, then in that case we are calculating the Euler-Lagrangian equation. In the previous classes we have already discussed. But if I will consider that q changes to y changes to q, and y1 prime changes to q1 dot, and x changes to t, so in that case the Lagrangian equation plays an important role. So that we can write the Lagrangian equation now becomes d by dt of dou L by dou qk dot minus dou L by dou qk, that is equal to 0. And here this qk is called the generalized coordinate. Qk is called the generalized coordinate, and you know this qk dot is the generalized velocity. Okay. So this is simply, we can say, you can distinguish between the two functions so that we can deduce the relation, that is the Euler-Lagrangian equation, or we can deduce the relation for the Lagrangian equation of motion. And let me tell you, if you are interested in f, so now if you can write, if I will write I, so I equal to integration over the function f into ds. If you can remember, the integration varies from x1 to x2, so that you can write it has, if it has the extremum value, that is the stationary value. Extremum means it may be maximum or minimum. So simply you can write this delta I, that is equal to delta of x1 to x2 f dx, this value equal to 0. So that from this equation you can write the Euler-Lagrangian equation, that is d by dx of dou f by dou y prime, or in general I can write dou yk prime minus dou f by dou yk, that is equal to 0. Okay. So this relation is called the Euler-Lagrangian equation. This is the Euler-Lagrangian equation. So this is the basic difference between the two equations. That is, here the f is the function of only, you can see, this is the function of y, that is your yk, yn prime, and x. That is, it basically depends on the space coordinate and it doesn't depend on the t. But here if I will consider for the L, it depends on the time coordinate. Okay. So this is all for today. So in the next part we will see the application of this Lagrangian equation of motion, or basically you can see how the Euler-Lagrangian equation now we will use. This is all for today. Thank you.